Hello, my fellow leverage clients. Today I want to talk about the different type of deeds. You probably have seen in my previous video, what's the number one thing you want to ask for when you're purchasing a tax deed is knowing what type of deed you're going to get. It's so imperative that you know what type of deed, because if you are like myself and you wholesale your tax deeds, you want to be able to do that rather quickly. But if you are an investor that is just only looking to just buy and hold, it's not that important, but it is something you would want to look for in the near future in the event that you're trying to sell your property. So before I had moved to Texas, I only lived in California, and I only had I shouldn't say I only purchased in California, because I purchased in other states, but all the states that I have purchased in, they always use grant deeds and of course a deed of trust. So today I want to talk about the four most basic deeds: is a deed of trust, a grant deed, a warranty deed, and a quitclaim deed. Those were the ones that I was pretty much familiar with because they were widely used in Nevada, California, in Georgia, and so I did not know about any other deeds until I came to Texas, and they called them warranty deeds. But what I want you to get from this video is understanding the different type of deeds and what they mean. So I'm just going to go over a few of them, which a deed of trust is pretty much a deed that the mortgage company gives you. So normally when you're filling out papers to buy a home, you're you're signing and initialing a deed of trust. That means that they are the trustee to the property. And then a grant deed is something that you get once you have the property. It's just basically a certificate saying, okay, you are the title owner on that property. And then a warranty deed is the same as a grant deed, except it's widely used in Texas, and they just call it a warranty deed. And what that means is the same as a grant deed, meaning that they're warranting that everything underneath that deed, everything is clear. The title is completely clear, so you're considered getting a warranty deed. And a quitclaim deed, which we oftentimes use, I use this sometimes if I'm doing like a quick sale, or I'm not wanting to go through title and I'm not guaranteeing that everything on the title is clear. It's called a quitclaim deed. A lot of investors used to do that back in the day, but it really doesn't hold firm in the sense that someone could take you to court and say that, it wasn't really a proper exchange. So but a lot of investors use quitclaim deeds. They're not bad. However, title kind of frowns upon them because they're not insured by a title company or escrow attorney or a lawyer, right? A quitclaim deed is between pretty much most investors will use, or if there's something that's an issue with the title and the owner at that time doesn't want to deal with it, but they want to get rid of it, they'll quitclaim it to another investor. But what I want you to get from this video is when you are purchasing tax deeds, there's different type of deeds, and one of the deeds that I noticed is that they do give special warranty deeds. And what that means is that they're not guaranteeing that the title is completely clear, but they're granting you the property. Another one is, I wrote that down, what is it? A fee simple deed. That's a deed that they use in Florida, as well as a quitclaim deed, which I just talked about. But what I want you to get is that there are several different type of deeds, but what's important that I want you to get is that you want a deed that you can transfer rather quickly without going through a lot of red tape. And I mentioned this in a previous video about quieting the title or having an attorney. You most of the time need an attorney to do a quieted title. There are some special title companies that will do that for you, but what I prefer is to deal with deeds that doesn't require a quieting title, because that's another expense when you're purchasing a property. And a lot of times you will get special warranty deeds, but when you take my course or if you're coached by me, there are specific steps that I tell you to make sure that in that special warranty deed, if it's a valid deed or not, meaning can you transfer it without any encumbrances or any problems. So there's a lot that goes into it, but to keep it simple, what I want you to get is understanding the type of deed that you're getting. So there's specialty warranty deeds, there's grant deeds, there's quitclaim deeds, and then there's fee simple deeds. Now, all the deeds mean the same. So whether it's a specialty warranty deed, a warranty deed, a grant deed, or a quitclaim deed, they all mean the same thing. And what I mean by they mean the same thing is that they all give you ownership of the property. I wanted to say access, but that's not the right term. They all give you ownership to the property. But the difference between each of the deeds that I just mentioned, I forgot the quitclaim deed as well. But what I wanted you to say is they all give you grant access to the property, meaning you're the owner of the property. But the difference is that if you're trying to sell each one of those deeds, they may require an extra step in regards to selling that deed, right? So for example, your quitclaim deed, it can be transferable, but a title company might do some due diligence or may require some things. Or when 9 times out of 10 when you're doing quitclaims deeds, it's owner or investor, they're like just filling out the paperwork, and then a title company may require you to have had something else on that deed. So it just really depends on what state and county that you're in. Your special warranty deeds, sometimes if you're in a specific state, they will require you to quiet the title, even though you don't necessarily need to. So it just really depends. Whereas a warranty deed, that means that the property is pretty much free of all encumbrances, so it's easy to sell, meaning that there's no extra steps. The title has been secured and you can transfer title. Now, special warranty deeds, they are a little bit different because they're basically saying we are not ensuring that there aren't any encumbrances or any liens on the property. And you'll find those most often in tax deed auctions, is they're giving you a special warranty deed, because most of the time the counties don't want to be responsible if they miss something or if there's an encumbrance that comes up and they missed it. But most of the time, I have to say, I haven't invested in every state in the United States, but most of the time counties do a really good job of either telling you what's on there or letting you know to be aware of certain things, right? So I really don't know why they do special warranty deeds, but they do. I personally have been lucky to get warranty deeds, and the ones that I have purchased special warranty, I didn't have to do any extra steps. So one of the things that I do go over in my course is a list of questions to ask a county before you even buy in that county, so that you'll know what type of property, what kind of things that may come up. So it's really important to kind of have a backdrop of what that county provides, meaning what type of deed. Are they clearing encumbrances or nuances? So there's a lot of little things, intricate details that go into it. But if you're like me, and I kind of I'm a risk taker. When I first started, I just bought it. I didn't do any research. I was just lucky enough that I got into a county that did not require quieting the title, or they didn't cover all the liens. So I'm just kind of letting you know, those are some of the things you want to look out for when you are investing in tax deeds. And also too, I want you to be aware that if you don't buy it from the auction, that oftentimes it's a little bit different, right? So sometimes you don't necessarily have to do anything because they've done everything for you, because they've been having it on their books. As opposed to an auction, it's kind of it's your responsibility. You do whatever you need to do to clear the title or do whatever. So it just really depends on how you're buying the tax deeds, and there's 3 different methods on how you can do that, but that's another video. I just want you to be clear on when you are investing in a tax deed county to know what type of deed they are issuing to you, so that you'll know how to properly execute your exit strategy. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, or even put a comment. I love comments, so please comment. And then also too, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about tax deed, I have a basic ebook. You can click the link below, and you also can click a link below for my overage checklist if that's something that you're interested too. So once again, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.